Words cannot describe how many comments I get saying, oh, I wish I could sew. I wish I could sew like you. You're so talented. So I figured to make some people feel better, I would go through and show my early projects. And I've kind of separated them into early high school, later high school, and then I have a couple pieces from my first year of university as well. Without further ado, let's go through my pile. I literally don't even know where to start. Like, there's just so much here. And most of it will not fit me even in the slightest. Most of these I'm going to be trying them on for you. This one, I'm not even gonna attempt it. That's not happening. That is not happening. So this was the dress I made in grade 10, right as COVID started, over that spring break that, you know, we went on spring break and then didn't come back from spring break for like a year. It was definitely more impressive when I first made it. Like, looking at the hemming now and the way everything is attached is not great. And also the back, I tried to do like a lace-up back because it didn't fit me. But the issue, I didn't like have grommets or have any idea on how to do that. So I just did buttonholes and laced it up. I don't know. This is another one that's not going on all the way. It's not constructed the best still. This is also my era of using separating jacket zippers as zippers. Like, what is that, dude? Like, what was I thinking? Anyways, this is probably the only thing that I made in high school that I still wear to this day, but it's adorable. Like, this in the winter with a pair of jeans underneath it is so stinking cute. I obviously made this one from a pattern as well. I ate with this one. I imagine this I probably made in grade 11, I would guess. Okay, wait. Why is this actually so cute? Oh my goodness. I remember making this from a pattern, probably grade 11 or 12. I believe this was the first version I made of it. I also did another one. This is the same pattern as the pink bell-bottom-ish pants that I showed first. Obviously, this is way better executed because it is actually a stretch fabric. Like, the construction on the inside isn't great. The thread color doesn't match. The hems look insane. The threads aren't trimmed. You know, the usual. And like, I literally didn't even hem the sleeve. Like, that's just surging right there. And that's just not something I would do now. This is cute. Honestly, I could see myself wearing this. And like, crew necks are just like an easy beginner project. I made this at home at some point during high school. No pattern. And I didn't like think about the fact that you can't move in it. Like, I wouldn't actually be able to wear this. Like you can barely walk in it. Like, what the hell? I take big steps. I need to be able to walk. It was a learning project, okay? So this was like our pattern manipulation project where we had a button-up pattern that we all had the same one, and we needed to manipulate it in 3 different ways. I changed the sleeves. Like, I made the sleeves these poopy ones. I remember cropping it. Maybe the fact that I snatched it, but this was the first time that I attempted like making my own pattern. The issue with this one is it's too much. Like, it's too bunched up here to get the flowiness down here. I needed to make it 2 separate pieces and I didn't, which that is a reoccurring thing that I used to do. Overall, I love this dress and I still wear it. The only thing I don't love about it is like, what is this thread match here, girl? It's brown. There's brown and green thread on the white. Like, you tell me you didn't have white thread, girlfriend. I love this. I think I made this in grade 11 and I made it from a pattern. Obviously, like, it's way too complicated for me to do on my own. The plaid doesn't match up. And that's not something that I care about, but it's definitely something that I probably lost marks on when I was in high school. Like, the plaid probably looks tweaked from the back. This is one of the first pieces that I draped. It's honestly not so bad. But you can definitely tell that it's lopsided. Like, what is going on here, girlfriend? It's a bit too small on me now. Oh my god. On the side, that looks a little crazy there with the rump. A bodycon dress is probably like one of the easiest things you can make. It's just a front sewn onto a back. But like, girlfriend, do you see this? Like, right in the center there, girl? Like, what? Why did I just leave that? This is one of my favorite pieces. I wish I didn't make it so tight. Ugh, and I just love this so much. Like, it's just so cute. Oh, this one I love even more. I literally just need to go in and loosen these sleeves because, like, what is wrong with me, bro? What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh, Ryan, this looks so cute. If you could see the guts of this, you would be like, this is disgusting. It's also, oh my god, so tight on my arms. Like, girlfriend, ugh, it's so itchy when it's so tight. The idea is really cute. I remember the reason I had to add this piece though was because of how atrocious this moment looked in here. Like, girl, the threads are just like there, and like there's like some random darts on the inside. I have no idea what happened with this one. With this dress, we were asking the age-old question of, how did this ever fit me? I'm literally gonna have an anxiety attack because it is so tight This one is another one of those dresses that is a great idea, not well executed in the slightest. It's got a jacket zipper for a zipper. Like, what was I doing, girlfriend? Like, these are like not even like finished. They're not even serged at the top. They're like, what, bruh? But that being said, I ate with the bottom here, the double layer moment, and I just like draped this at home. This one I'm going to attempt to give a new life and fix it somehow, maybe change the back to like a corset back, or maybe just making it like a two-piece, get rid of this section entirely. Because the idea is so there. It's so there. It just doesn't work. Okay, I know I buttoned this up like mismatched, but I'm beaten down, okay? This I made in grade 12. So cute, very kind of patchworky vibes. I actually made this for my then boyfriend, and we were all going as fairies. Me and my friends were going as fairies, and he was going to wear this to match my dress because I made a matching dress. But he was sick. And by sick, I mean he couldn't come out with me and my friends, so he went out with his friends instead. And he didn't end up wearing this. So I made this for nothing. Thank God, though. It's cute as hell. Okay. This was one of my first attempts at draping as well, and I tried to make like a little bralette moment. The idea is there. I don't think it fits quite right. They're too close together. Like, this needs to be like over here. I'm not going to lace these up, and you cannot make me. It's not happening. This is like your classic pipe cleaner boning corset moment. It used to fit a lot closer on me as well. Honestly, it's not terrible. For being my first corset at probably like age 17, not that bad. I also don't think I used a pattern for this either. I imagine I just sent it. And this one in the exact same vein as that one. I tried to make it like double-sided, like, you know, and then this. Cute idea. Not well executed in the slightest. I kind of love the yellow thread on it, and I love the color of it. But you just can't use pipe cleaner as boning. They're not the same in the slightest. So this piece I actually made for a competition. I named it Recycled Cinderella because, as you know, all my pieces are for the most part made out of thrifted material. So with this one, it's like an old tablecloth and just like some fabric I thrifted. It's a really cute idea. It honestly doesn't look bad for what it is. I also use this really cute like little gold bias tape to do all the edges, which is fun. But I also use that gold bias tape for like this little moment here, that little, I don't know, bulgy moment. And the gold is really, really itchy, and it's also too tight. So it's really itchy and uncomfortable to wear. For its time, if you didn't look at the inside, you would be impressed. Like, girlfriend, what is going on in there, dude? This was the dress I made for that Halloween as well. And I ate with this. I think I'm going to go back in and try to fix this up because the idea here is gorgeous. The material isn't great because, like, I'm using, like, stiffer material and mixed in with this, like, really not stiff material. But it's not bad, as long as you don't look in the inside. This was another piece that I made for a sustainability contest. It's really cute. I love it. I didn't notice how obvious the two-tone is until looking at it now, but that's okay. Like, the point of it was to look like a tablecloth wedding dress. The lining is way too tight compared to how loose this is. The lining's like super tight in there, so I can't like move too freely. I did actually use this piece in my portfolio for getting into university. Obviously, I got into university, so couldn't have been too bad. I didn't make it specifically for that. I will show you guys the pieces I did make specifically for my portfolio, but this was a piece that I included. Hey, yo. I made this from a pattern, obviously, and oh my god, I've never eaten so hard. This thing is sick. My only gripe with it is that it's just a little too long for how stiff the fabric is. Like, because the fabric's so stiff that because it's too long, it doesn't like... I don't know, you know what I mean? Maybe not. You will be seeing me wearing this fall. I also made my mom a red version of that she like commissioned me to do and like paid me for it. And that one turned out way better. Okay, as much as I would love to show you this one on, I can't. I've pulled so many things over my body, dude. I can't do it. This was a piece that I made for my grade 12 portfolio. I didn't end up actually using it for my portfolio. I also made this god-awful jacket for my first one as well. I wanted it to be like a reversible jacket, and it literally like... Thank god I did not put that in my portfolio because like, I wouldn't even accept me, dude. I can't zip this one up on myself. It does still fit because it's like a really nice stretch fabric that I thrifted. This was another piece that I used for my portfolio that I actually used in the portfolio. So this was the other set that I made at the time. The top I still own somewhere around here. I bet you it's in a suitcase. I still wear that all the time. The bottoms don't fit me at all. Not in the slightest. Like, not in the slightest. This is future Ryan here. So yeah, I did forget a bunch of stuff. Imagine my surprise when I finished making this video and I went to go clean my room and I opened up my dryer and it was full of all the other projects that I forgot and couldn't find. So if you see me randomly splicing these clips in here, that's why. So yeah. I love that I just like did not even hem this one, and I remember when I first made it, it was also too short. Like, it's too short now for sure, but it was way too short then as well. The sleeves are meant to be like flare sleeve, but they're not like flare sleeved enough to like be cool. And I also tried to do like a little heart shape cutout, but obviously that didn't work literally in the slightest. And I just like, I didn't even like fold it over, like it's just serged, like girl. And I'm gonna just scrap it for fabric. Okay, this I kind of ate with. I made this near the end of high school, and it's actually a really great idea. I literally just took a giant circle tablecloth, cut in some like little sleeve moments there, and cut these little holes out and made like a little poncho kind of vibe. But honestly, it's not so bad. But also, this is a hard project to pick up, you know? Like, it's just a circle with a couple circle holes in it, dude, you know? I'm actually shocked that these went on. I made these in high school. I made a matching top to them. I don't know where it is. The top was not cute. The shorts are just shorts. They're just plain shorts. They're cute little blue plaid shorts. This I made in early high school when I was like just starting on like learning how to drape and stuff like that. And I made it as like a little set with this god awful dress that like, I'm so glad I don't have it. But this is not too bad. It's way too tight. This is too tight. Here is like just serge and you can just see the serging, which I just hate. Like that's not luxury queen. But I just don't love it. I love the idea, but the execution is just not great. I made this at some point in high school as well. I think I draped this. I have matching bottoms as well that I think I gave to one of my little sisters. I don't know. The bottoms are fine. They're just basic loose pajama short styles. But what is this, girl? Like, it does not fit in the slightest. Girl. This is also when I was like scared of making my own straps. So I would just use like ribbon or bias tape and just call it a day there. What is going on here, dude? This does not. Bruh. Literally be so for real. So this was my spring fling dress in grade 12. It doesn't fit in the slightest. This is one of the ones that I'm definitely going to need to fix. The issue with this one is that, like, if this was a shirred waist, it'd be way better, but I could not for the life of me figure out how to do that. And I still have a bit extra of this fabric, so I think I'm going to try and, like, fix it up somehow. At least we're out of the era of using jacket zippers. This piece I draped for my prom dress, and at the time, it ate. I loved it. I wish the, like, more summer dress vibe was more trendy at the time, because then I probably would have done something closer to that. Like, looking back on the photos, I don't love it, but I loved it at the time, and it is a nice dress. But, like, how many girls made their prom dress? So, and at this point, we were at an end of an era. This was obviously the last thing I made in high school. We're just going to move on to the couple of pieces that I've made out of high school, but not as of recent, you know what I mean? Like, within the year out of high school. I made these, like, 2 years ago, and I can barely get them on now. Cute idea. It didn't like super work. I just really wanted to attempt to make a pair of lined shorts from my own pattern. This is not as bad as I remember it being. It obviously doesn't fit quite as well as I would hope, but the little bell bottom kind of moment is cute. Maybe it's the top that I have issues with. This one I made out of a thrifted tablecloth. It's like all Easter themed, like covered in little bunnies and eggs and flowers and whatnot. It's not bad. I just draped it. I remember I copied the top off of another dress. Like, I just traced it to make this part of the dress here, and then this is just strips of fabric. I remember this one I wanted to make a dress and use up every piece, so the scraps I turned into these like little weird shaped pockets on it. They're kind of cute. This I still wear. It's just kind of itchy because the fabric itself is quite itchy. God, who would have thought trying on so many clothes can make you this sweaty? Ugh. Fan, save me. I literally just ripped this putting it on, which is fine because it's got no future anyways. So this one I made also from a nightgown, and I just wanted to save the nightgown because I loved how beautiful the top piece was up here. Like this little moment and the buttons. So I managed to save them and then put it on a pair of overalls, like use the rest of the fabric for a pair of overalls. I don't know if I'd wear it again. I'm not sure. I think this was like the first pair of overalls I made too. So this was a overall skirt that I made. You obviously meant to wear it with like a top with it. It's a cute idea. I don't know if it's super my style. Maybe I should dye it. It's definitely a little tight though, holy. This one's fine. It's not really my style though. Like, really just wanted to try to make like a tiered one off like, I don't know. I really don't know, you know? And it's really not sewn in that great. Like I can see like the surging lines. Like, girl, bro, on the outside. Wow, guys, isn't this so adorable? Apparently I'm not the same size I was 2 years ago. Who would have thought? Not even 2 years ago. This was like a year ago. Bruh, second puberty hit me like a brick, dude. Anyways, dishonorable mention, this bag. It's fallen apart, basically. Also, why is it so long? This is way too long to be a tote bag. It needs to be, like, up here, you know? But the idea is cool. I would keep all my scraps, and I shoved all the scraps in between two pieces of this, like, super sheer fabric to make this cool bag. So, I kind of ate. Sustainable Queen ate. This one I unfortunately made while I was in university, my first year of university, which is crazy because it's so bad. It's not even like fully attached. Like, it's literally just like, are you kidding me? It's not even like actually even sewn in there. That's insane. Okay, what is going on here? Like, what the fuck? I don't even know, dude. What the hell? I think I honestly gave up. Like, I think at some point I was making this and I was like, this is so up. I'm just over it. Like, because why is there a ginormous hole here? This is not meant to be like a slit. This is just a hole. And the top just doesn't fit in the slightest. Like, I cannot even remotely zip it up. Like, I hate the way that, like, this looks and, like, this looks here. This I made far too recently for it to fit this poorly. Like, I think I'm really just gonna scrap it for fabric because, like, this is supposed to cover the boob. Obviously it doesn't. This is also a piece that I made semi-recently, like within the last 2 years-ish. It's really not that bad. The issue with it is that the material is so bedding that it's, like, not enough. Like, it feels like bedding and it acts like bedding, so it rips really easily. Like, I unfortunately, like, where the lace is sewn at the bottom here, there's like rips in it because, like, the bedding isn't structured enough to, like, hold itself onto, like, this little dainty lace. Also, the sleeves aren't long enough. I just don't love them. The way that I also attach the sleeves are just, like, is not like how sleeves are meant to be attached. I also burnt it with an iron. I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell? Oh yeah, you can. But there's like a yellow spot right there and it feels burnt. So just remember that when you're thrifting polyesters, to not just put the iron on it for too long because plastic melts apparently. This one I also made at the same time period. I made it from a pattern, hence why it looks nicer. I did do the bottom little moment myself and I love doing like a little hem with like a little floofy little moment. I don't know. But I can't zip it up all the way and I never have been able to. Like, I wish I did more testing to like make sure that it actually fit. I do think she has a future now that I have a grommet clamper thingy. That goes the same for our next project. So yeah, this one is also too tight. I do think there are ways that like you can fix that. So I wish I just made the measurements better. And I wish you could see this better on camera, but the part where I really ate with this dress is that the bottom of it is actually cut in like a slight wiggle, if you can tell. But to make the dress actually flat at the bottom, I had to have the frilly piece at the bottom here wavy in like the opposite way. So that way when I gathered it and attached it, the hem at the bottom was still flat, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. So we may be basically done. That being said, this is not everything. I know it's not everything. There has to be more around here somewhere. Like, I don't know. I thought I went through all my stuff, but I'm missing things. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. And if you made it to the end, please like and subscribe and comment something. I don't know, anything. Your thoughts and feelings. I would like this to really be a message to not be so hard on yourself when you're learning to sew. Your projects are going to look like at some point. You can't just go into sewing and be phenomenal at it. It's not going to happen. Even though a lot of these projects actually don't look that bad, my skill level is so much better now. So don't be discouraged. Sewing is not a talent. It's a skill, and it's a skill that anybody can have with enough dedication. And if sewing is something that you're starting to get into or have always been into, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I post more sewing content there. I will see you guys in the next sewing video.